Alors, bonjour, bonsoir tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez bien et que vous avez passé une bonne journée aujourd'hui. Euh, il a fait très chaud aujourd'hui, hein. Il a fait, à Limerick où j'habite, le temps était merveilleux. Alors, je ne sais pas si cela va durer, mais entre-temps, c'est très bien de l'avoir, hein. So how are you, all of you? Just remember, if you want to put a comment in, please feel free. If you want to ask a question or anything, I'd be happy to answer. Je serai heureuse de vous répondre si je peux. Et ce soir, ce que nous allons faire, c'est so this evening, what I want to do is for the Leaving Certs, I'm going to look at 10 key grammatical constructions that you can use to help you in your writing. And for Junior Cert, pour ceux qui vont faire le brevet, nous allons nous concentrer sur tout ce qui est la météo. So we're going to look at the weather, we're just going to look at some vocabulary, and I'm going to pronounce it for you. Then you can replay the live as many times as you like, just to kind of say it with it. Okay, I'm going to say it slowly enough. But I think what I'm going to do is this evening, je vais commencer par le bac, hein. So, je vais commencer par les constructions grammaticaux qui sont très importants au niveau baccalauréat pour tout ce qui est production écrite. So I'm going to look at these key grammatical constructions for everything that is Leaving Cert. Okay, so the first thing I want to say as regards to the written, okay, as you know, and I've said it on a few previous live streams, there are 3 written pieces that you have to do, okay? 2 of them generally will be, 2 that you can choose can be, you can choose opinion pieces. A lot of students go for the diary. In fact, a huge amount of students go for the diary, and some then, when it does make an appearance, the narrative. I have done a live stream on the narrative as well, so you can just go back over my live streams. I think the narrative was on the 19th of March, so if you go back to the 19th of March, you'll see that, okay? So for this evening, we're going to just look at generic sentences that you can use in a variety of ways, in a variety of different written pieces, okay? Now, a lot of students are asking me, what are your predictions for June? What do you think is going to come up? All the rest of it, right? Well, first and foremost, I don't like to predict, okay? I have predicted in the past, I've predicted successfully in the past, but I feel that it's more important for students to learn a range of vocabulary on a range of topics, okay? Not necessarily all for the same, that you're not going to learn an essay off by heart in the hope that it's going to come up, because I don't think that that is a clever way of doing things. What I do think is important is to read different samples, to take grammatical constructions from them, to obviously take vocabulary and all of that. That is hugely important. But as for learning off a particular essay, first of all, it's not your writing, so it's going to be harder to learn. The second thing about it is, in the Leaving Cert, examiners give a lot of credence to spontaneity and authenticity. So if your written production is personal to you and it's really your opinion, that's going to come across. Your style of writing is going to come across, right? Having said that, you still need a helping hand with constructing sentences. And if you have an idea of how to use grammatical constructions, well, then you can use it in a myriad of ways, okay? So that's really important. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to give you 10 of them. Just for those of you that are members of French Notes, there are about 150, 160 of these on the website. So that's really, really important. For the rest of you, no, John, no, pour l'instant. For the rest of you, I'll give you these 10, absolutely, and you can work from these and kind of work around the different ways of writing them, okay? So let's start with the first one, okay? So the first one is avoir accès à, to have access to. Now, what I would suggest here is, let's say something came up on the topic of equality, okay? So you might write something, il faut avoir accès à l'éducation pour tout le monde. We should have access to education for everyone. Or, il faut qu'on ait accès à l'éducation or l'accès à l'éducation pour tout le monde. We need to have access to education for everyone. Et il faut que tout le monde ait accès is actually your subjunctive, which I will look at it in a different live stream. Okay, so that's your first one. Avoir accès à. So I'll put it up here now. Avoir accès à. That is really, really important. Okay. Second one. Une chose est certaine. Now that's a really easy one to use. Okay. You can use that in an opinion piece. You could say, for example, if you were to write something on Brexit, for example, une chose est certaine, le Brexit va avoir des conséquences assez lourdes pour l'Irlande. So one thing is for certain, Brexit will have serious consequences for Ireland. Okay, so that's a way you could use that second one. So I'll give it to you again. Une chose est certaine. So as you see, you see the first one again. Now you see the second one. So we're going to go here. This is, remember the other night, I don't know if you tuned in to our live stream on modal verbs. Well, pouvoir is one of your modal verbs. And here you have on peut plus your verb in the infinitive. Now, before I go into this, I'm just going to say a word, a little bit on this on. Sorry. The on there. Do you see it? Oh, here we go. That little word on. Okay. So the important thing to remember is that is pronounced as one. Okay. But what I actually say to my students is, pardon me, what you need to think about with when you're using on, it's conjugated the same. It's always spelled the same as the il form of the verb. And what you need to remember is it's used to speak about generalities. So, on peut dire que. We can say that. In this one, it says, this is on plus your infinitive. So, on peut dire que la situation va s'améliorer. So, we can say that the situation is going to improve. And again, that situation could be problem of crime. It could be about racial discrimination. It could be about le sort des réfugiés, the fate of refugees. Of course, you could, if there was a general question on the world is in an awful state, you could write about poverty, la pauvreté. You could write about les sans-abri, l'itinérance, which is homelessness. You could talk about le virus, the corona, qui a complètement bouleversé le monde. You could say it's completely shaken the world, which it has done. Okay, so you could use that lovely construction on peut plus your verb in the infinitive. Okay. On peut essayer de résoudre ce problème. We can try to resolve this problem. Résoudre. You don't say résolver, you say résoudre ce problème. Here, this one. Cependant, ceci. All right. Now, that's really interesting. When you're doing an opinion piece, you usually have your main point, whatever it is you want to say. So you start with your introduction. I did a live stream on opinion pieces a couple of days ago, so maybe flick back over them and you'll find it, or scroll back or whatever it is you say. But this, in an opinion piece, you generally give your point, and I always say to students, try and give a counter argument. Okay, try and think of something from the other side. So you could say, for example, le problème de l'itinérance en Irlande est vraiment répandu, and you could go on about that, about the problem of homelessness. Cependant, ceci peut être amélioré avec l'aide ou la bonne foi du gouvernement. However, this, ceci is this. And that ceci, I'm going to do something on the cela, ceci, ce, cet. I'm going to look at those, okay? So don't worry about that. But cependant, ceci, and it's a nice way of introducing a counter argument, okay? Now here, you could say être en régression, right? Now, up to about a week ago, we could have safely said that our unemployment levels are in decline. Unfortunately, we cannot say that at the moment because of what's happening in the world. But you could say, for example, you could say, okay, le nombre des gens illettrés est en régression. So the number of illiterate people or people that can't read or write is in decline. I'm only pulling that out of the air I obviously don't have facts and figures to back up that, okay? But it doesn't really matter in the Leaving Cert because you're only 17 or 18. You're not meant to be a world expert on all of these things. So really what you say is trying to show the examiner your level of French, okay? It's not your level of knowledge, it's your level of French, okay? So don't worry too much about making mistakes with facts or statistics or things like that. All an examiner wants to see is that you've engaged with the topic and that you've answered the stimulus and all the rest of it, okay? So that's important. Let's go to this one, 6, right? Être également en baisse, to also be in decline. So I have to think of something with this one, also in decline. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this also, également. I mean, a lot of the times you might have learned that also was aussi, but I would say également is a really, really nice one for, you know, just to show off your vocabulary. And obviously, the more advanced your vocabulary is, I would say that using nice turns of phrase is always a good thing to do, okay? When I say advanced, I mean different, really, I suppose, different. It doesn't have to be that advanced, but it does have to be different. Try where possible to get a different word for the same thing. So, être également en baisse. J'espère que les cas de mortalité sera également en baisse en Italie qu'en Irlande. So I hope that the mortality rate will be equally low in decline in Italy and in Ireland. You know, the kind of sentence for that. Now, number 7 is a really nice one, right? So you can see how many times you've actually seen these. And I'm going to pop them up. Look, if any of you have, and I know quite a lot of you following and watching this would have, but if you do have the Leaving Cert, if you're a member of our Leaving Cert, there are about 150 or so of these on the site. So, but I'm going to put these up for you, so don't worry. C'est un moyen d'avoir. It's a way to have or a way of having. So you could say notre système de points qui existe en ce moment est un moyen d'avoir un système équitable. Or an examen sans préjugés. So an exam without prejudice. You know, it's our system, our point system. Contrairement à. All right, see that number 8. Contrairement à is again a lovely way of saying contrary to, contrairement à l'opinion exprimée ici. So contrary to the expression or the opinion expressed here. Moi je pense que blah 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 blah. Moi je pense or je crois or whatever it is. So contrairement, instead of saying je ne suis pas d'accord avec l'expression or avec l'idée or l'avis exprimé ici, I'm not in agreement, you could kind of go j'ai des sentiments mitigés, I have mixed feelings about it, et contrairement à l'opinion exprimée par l'auteur, moi je crois que blah 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 blah. So contrary to the opinions expressed by the author here, I believe that right? Now, the next one, you really need to take this down, right? I'm going to put it up, so don't worry. And you really need to spell and learn this by heart. Il ne peut rien y avoir de mieux que de. Il ne peut rien y avoir de mieux que de. There's nothing better than, right? So let's imagine that there was a question on the Leaving Cert about that you've gone on holidays and you did loads of stuff and now you're home, and you could kind of go, il ne peut rien y avoir de mieux que de rester à la maison et me reposer. Now, of course, rester à la maison et se reposer, ça va, hein? On a un petit peu ras-le-bol là. So staying at home at the moment is not exactly relaxing. In fact, we're all probably sick of it, but keep at it. Stay at home, social distancing, wash your hands, really, really important. And for what it's worth, I personally think that the government are doing everything that they can to help. Okay, so I think they're good, you know. So the last one is en ce moment, at the moment, en ce moment. Le problème de la toxicomanie en ce moment est très, très sérieux, right? So the problem of drug abuse at the moment is very serious. Or whatever you want to say. Le problème de l'itinérance, le problème de l'alcoolisme, le problème de la conduite en tas d'ivresse, so drink driving, whatever it happens to be, or je pense que le problème du crime est un souci en ce moment. It's a worry, okay, or c'est inquiétant, it's worrying, c'est effrayant, it's frightening, any of those, okay? So really quickly again, here are your 10 key grammatical constructions. I hope that has helped. I want you to take those down. I want to go very quickly now to my junior certs, okay? And I welcome any comments that you have, any suggestions, anything that you would like me to do. I'm more than happy to do it. I'm going to be here for as long as it takes. Doesn't bother me. I'm quite happy to come on here every evening at 8 o'clock. I try and organise something a little bit different every day so that you're not kind of coming in and saying, oh, she did that the last night. I'm trying to vary it as much as possible, but yet make reference to the key parts of your exam. That's really important, okay? Now, for the junior certs, okay, we're going to look at the weather, okay? Again, I'm going to put up a sheet here and we're going to say them, okay? Now, really important, okay? The weather was actually always part of the old junior cert exam, right? It was always around section E. You'd have a listening. There were a couple of listenings, and one of them was a short news bulletin, and it was always bulletin de météo, which was always a kind of weather forecast, okay? Des prévisions de météo. But in the new junior cycle, okay, I know that they make reference to it. For example, they make reference to it in the reading, they make reference to it in the listening. Now, that's in the sample papers. It wasn't actually in the SEC, the State Examinations Commission's paper, but they made reference to it, I think, in, I think it was page... Okay, David, yes, absolutely. Question 6 of the Leaving Cert. Do you know what I'm going to do, David? I'm actually going to answer, I'm just going to do my junior cert one, and then I'm going to come to you and I'm going to quickly deal with question 6 of the comprehension. Is that okay, David? Just give me 2 minutes, okay? So, well, maybe 5. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to look at this, right? So we're going to practice these together. Really important that you get these, okay? I'm going to put these up as well, okay? So just say them with me, after me, or just re-listen to it, okay? So, la météo. That's not great now, is it? Can you see that? Hold on. Okay. La météo, the weather forecast. Quel temps fait-il? What is the weather like? Il fait beau. The weather is lovely. Il fait mauvais. The weather is bad. Il fait du vent. It is windy. Il pleut, or il y a de la pluie. It is raining. Il fait froid. Froid. It is cold. Il fait chaud. Now you can see that that's C-H-A-U-D, and it's not spelled, it's not said at all the same way as it's spelled, right? So, il fait chaud. That's how you pronounce that. It's hot. Il fait nuageux. Nuageux, it's cloudy. Il y a des nuages. It is cloudy. Again, I will put this page up exactly so that when you're going back over the live stream, you can just kind of print out the page or read the page along, okay? C'est une journée ensoleillée. It is a bright sunny day. C'est une journée ensoleillée. Okay, this is terrible. I'm going to actually read these for you and I'm going to put it up so that when you're listening to it, you can do it, okay? Il fait du brouillard. It is foggy. Alors, il y a du verglas. It is icy. Il fait de l'orage. It is stormy. Il y a du tonnerre. There is thunder. Il y a des éclairs. There is lightning. Une chute de neige. A snowfall. Il y a des averses. There are showers. On dirait qu'il va pleuvoir. It looks like rain. Maybe a little bit more complicated for a junior, but you might hear it on a tape maybe. Il gèle. It is freezing. Il gèle. So what I'm going to do is, do you see that? I'm going to pop that up here after the live. If you go into the comment section, you'll find it. So I'm going to pop that up to you and you can just go through it yourselves. Listen back to me. You can see where in tape it's at around, or at the live stream, it's about 17 or 18 minutes in. And you can read that and go through it like that, okay? You need to be able to write about the weather as well, okay? So you need to be able to say, do you remember we saw the email in the blog and it asked, quel temps fait-il en Nouvelle-Calédonie? So what's the weather like on Nouvelle-Calédonie, in New Caledonia? And I can't remember where the other, oh yeah, quel temps fait-il à Saint-Tropez? So what was the weather like, what is the weather like in Saint-Tropez? You also, generally for the junior cycle, they will ask you the weather in the present tense, okay? So generally, you're just going to learn the present tense for the weather. Obviously, leaving certs would have to know it in the different tenses, right? But for junior cert, just the present tense. As far as I know, I stand to be corrected on that. I don't think they've ever asked weather conditions in the past, but I could be corrected on that, but I don't think they have, okay? Weather, very important. So I'm going to get your opinion on this actually about putting up little things for, you know, for pronunciation purposes. I think it would be important, but it makes more sense, obviously, if you have the sheet in front of you and you can actually listen to me and look at the sheet, okay? So what I might do is put the sheet up before then, and then what I might do is ask you about, you know, ask you to pronounce it with me or something like that, okay? So if I want to answer David's question, David has asked me about the comprehension question 6 of, sorry now, junior certs. I'm going to fly over to leaving certs for a minute. If any of you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. The comments are open, suggestions are open. You can ask whatever you'd like, okay? Bonsoir Alain, j'espère que vous allez bien. So really important for the comprehension, okay, the reading comprehension. You have 2 reading comprehensions for the leaving cert exam. You have 60 marks going for each, and the last 10 marks of each reading comprehension is it's a question that's asked in English, okay? And what you need to do is but the correct thing is, right, is you make a point and you quote or make reference to. So let's imagine the question was, Madame Charbon est très serviable. So she's very nice, okay? She's très serviable. Que pensez-vous? What do you think? So what you need to do is not, yeah, I think she is, and leave it at that. You have to find in the text where it said that she is serviable. So you might say, if you want to make reference, you might say, dans la première, or in the first section, we see that Madame whatever is very nice in the first section. You have shown the examiner that you found an example of this in the first section. What I would actually do is I would say, make your point that Madame blah, blah, blah is very serviable because she welcomes people into her house and blah, 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 right? Then I would actually go to the text and I would find a quotation and I'd write it, and I would actually write it in French. To be honest with you, if you wrote all English, you will not be docked marks for it. Is that okay? So it's really no problem if you do that. But that's how I would do question 6. Okay? Bon, voilà. Si je n'ai pas d'autres questions, je vais essayer de voir ce que je vais faire demain soir. So if I don't have any questions, I would take your suggestions of what you'd like me to do tomorrow evening. And I will be back tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. Okay. Look at the links that we've put up. Please follow our page, tell your friends about it, share our page. And we're also on YouTube, French Notes French. If you go to our website, frenchnotes.ie, you'll get loads of free resources for both junior and leaving cert. And comme d'habitude, c'était vraiment un plaisir. OK, no problem, David. Avec plaisir. OK, bonsoir tout le monde et je vous dis à demain à 20h. So see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Voilà.